So now I'm going to share how to set up a Google Analytics account and then link that over to Shopify so that way we're tracking how many people are going to your site, what they're doing on your site, and how many orders that we're driving. So to start, you need to go to analytics.google.com, set up an account. I already have an account set up, so I'm not going to go through this process, but set up an account. And once you're in the account, what you're going to do, and I'm just going to update to my property. Once you have an account, what you're going to do is you're going to go to admin and you're going to go to tracking info and get your tracking code. So this is just a little piece of code that you're going to put on your Shopify store. So that way Google's going to track everything. So once you have that code, you're in Shopify, go to online store, go to preferences, and go to Google Analytics account. And here you can add the code. I already have this linked, but if I wanted to add new code, I would just paste this in, and that's how it would work. Okay, so we create a Google Analytics account, then we synced it up with Shopify, but there's one more step, and this last step is crucial. A lot of people could miss this, and I'm sure a lot of people do, but what we need to do is within Google Analytics, again, hit this little gear icon, go to e-commerce settings, make sure these are enabled. I'm going to undo this just so you can see the workflow. Enable e-commerce, enable e-commerce reporting. This is critical. If you don't have this enabled, you're not going to be recording all the sales. So that's it. Pretty simple. Create a Google Analytics account, put the code on Shopify, and then go back to Google Analytics and make sure that e-commerce reporting is set up. Okay, so we're going to set up this remarketing campaign. So as always, go to campaigns, go to plus, new campaign. Our effort is to drive sales. This is going to be a display campaign because it's going to be a display banner ad across the internet. Go to standard campaign. We'll enter in our website and just make sure I get it right. popourwall.com, popourwall.com. Continue. Remarketing. Yes, I want conversions. Let's say my budget's $5 per day. Ad group is within a campaign. That's just simply a combination of your targeting plus the ads that we're going to be serving, but we're only going to have one ad group for this. Marketing. Now, this is interesting. This is how are we going to make sure we're only reaching the audiences that have previously been to the site? It is remarketing. Click here. Go to website visitors, all users. Right now, my reach is very low because, again, we don't have many website visitors visiting the site, so people that we can reach, tiny. But as you advertise more and promote, that list is going to go up, and these are awesome users that you can reach out to drive either more business from or to help close that sale for that item that they were looking at. And let's go through some of these settings. I say do no automated targeting only because if we're going to have any of the automated targeting, it's going to reach people outside of that list. And for this effort, don't do it. It's not going to perform as well. There's a time and a space for this, but not for remarketing. Put a bid. I would say start off with anywhere between $1 and $2 per click. That's a good enough range where you're going to see some traffic. If you're hitting your daily budgets, you can even lower those bids as you go on. And then you create an ad. It's super easy to create. You might think you have to hire a display shop, or a creative shop. Not at all. You just upload some images, and what Google can do, which is awesome, is just scan the website for some images. So it's doing so right now, and we'll give it a moment, which is great. You don't have to outsource to a creative shop, and it's going to find some images for us. And how it works is we append text to it. So let's see what they have. These are very much product images, but I love some of these things. Like, I don't know why, but I like this dog. So let's do that. And then, so you need a square and a landscape image. So let's see if there's any landscape images. Perfect. And I'm just going through and selecting a few different images. Just to see what would be right. So there's a few options. I am just going to go with the flowering cactuses. Reason is within the image we sell pop art to hang on your wall, and that in this image that's exactly what it's doing. So let's just say I'm going to go with the flowering cactus. I don't think it's saved, so let's try that one more time. Perfect. And I'm going to show you how it works. It's awesome. So we create a headline. So I would say put your store name, pop art, wall art, pop art, wall art, great pop art. All right, let's put unique pop art that's affordable. And you can just go through. I'm just going to put a few things in here. And this is what the ad looked like. Not too bad, huh? Pop art wall art, unique pop art that's affordable. And boom, just like that. Really neat stuff. And then add to the ad group. And you can create new ads, and you just go through the exact same process. I'm not going to go through this for the sake of this video. Create the campaign. Continue to campaign, and done. I'm going to turn it off just because I'm not ready to launch everything yet. And this is key. Whenever you create something, it will be enabled to run. So always make sure you turn that off. And that is how you create your remarketing campaign. And as you are running these ads, I'm going to go back a little bit. Go to columns, and what you can do is go to conversions and then apply. So that way you can see as these orders are going through. Additionally, within Google Analytics, it has a treasure trove of data, and what you'll be able to see is how many, if you go to acquisition channels, how many transactions that you're getting. Right now we have very little or minimal within this time frame because this is just launching, but you'll be able to see right here how many transactions are going on. So really cool stuff. So I'm going to end this section right here.